Welcome. In this video here is going to be covering the quarter scale shifter I'm making for the Beretta. I'm going to be making quite a few different designs, but this one's actually going to be for the Beretta. This is the actual first CNC part that I'll be making. I want to briefly go over a few things here prior to starting this. Obviously this is the material. That's 2 inches by 12 inches, quarter inch. The shifter, to keep it to scale size, want to go, because it's 2-piece, with probably about 1/8 inch. So I'm going to be machining this down 0.125. I had a 0.010 depth per pass. There'll be 12 total pass. The machine is down. Primarily I did that shallow because of the end mill. It's 3/8 end mill. It's been a workhorse for quite a while, so it's seen its days. It's still cut fairly well, but keep it shallow like that in the RPM. I did bump up the IPM in CAM program. I'm going to run this at 20 IPM. I've done quite a few dry runs on it already. I got the mill all set up to where it should be work fairly well. What I'll do is I'm going to run one whole pass on the first video here. The second video will consist of drilling the holes. I'll drill all them holes so people can see how that peck rate and all that's done in that. Prior to doing the final operation, which will be cutting out the actual shifters. Each one of the shifters has a hole close to the center of it to where the actual shifter handle is going to mount to. What I'm going to do, because I haven't got my 476 tape yet, so what I'll do is I'm going to put a 440 screw through each one of them holes, obviously with a washer and a nut on the back side, tighten them down. That should pretty much prevent my part from jumping all around on the table there. As far as IPM on that program, I'm alter that too as well. I'll get back to you on that as far as the what that will all be set at. This is what it looks like on the screen. I still have to get the relays all wired up for the spindle output. As far as RPM, I'm kind of just guessing where it's at. I got it set at 1500 in the program. Just kind of go by sound of what it sounds like. Various materials require various RPMs. I haven't got the coolant all set up yet either, so I just put some oil on that. Works out quite well actually. Just 5W30 more oil. The same stuff you run in your car in the winter. And pretty much good to go here. Go hit cycle start. Let her do a thing. I'm about to do step 2 in this operation. Actually, before I started, I'm going to go over a few things here. All in all, it came out fairly well. This will be the inside of the shifter anyways. Step over, I should have done it a little bit more. I believe I had the step over set at 60 if I'm correct right offhand. From here on out I'll probably step over about 20, perhaps even 15 or so. Could fill the lines a little bit, not that much, but it was pretty hard on the end mill. 12 passes. Oiled it quite a few times, blew the stuff out as it was going, but spent the end mill at probably about 2,000 RPM. It was still screaming pretty badly. Got the job done though, so that's all that really matters. This operation here, I should have a spotting drill in here. Center drill, in other words, pretty much the same thing. I don't have one that diameter, so this is the actual drill that I'm going to drill the holes out for this. 0.125 is the diameter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spot all my holes first on this video. The next video will be the same operation, but I'm going to drill all the way through it and the wood. So we'll get this going. I'll set up over here. Done a couple dry runs. I always do a few dry runs prior to doing the job. Better be safe than sorry. This shouldn't take no time to run, probably a minute or so. And here we go. Just spotting the holes. 0.050 deep is all I'm going. Just a little peck. Could go a little bit deeper, but you can see the flex in the material too, so kind of flexes towards the center a little bit more. The next ones I do will be on bigger material, or the 1/8 inch already, so I can clamp on the end towards the center, keep it level. They don't require a peck rate of this either, because it's only one peck. That's it. Compressor up. Look at close at it. Oh, you can see the peck holes. This will be the same path that I'm going to be running into to drilling these holes through, so that way it has something to fall into. Drill bit won't wander off, wobble away, break, or anything that way, so that should prevent that from happening. So, I'll be drilling these out in the next video. Hey guys, I'm pretty much all set up now, ready to do this drilling operation. Same drill bit I use in the spotting operation, going 0.485, I believe it is. It'll be all the way through the material, as well as the 3/8 plywood. And all ready to go over here, I do believe. Cycle start. Here we go. Peck rate to speed it up a little bit. seconds. Put a dab of oil pretty much on every one of the holes. Back up, you'll be able to get that debris off that bit. If it's slow enough, it'll wind it up. I got the IPM only set at 1 on this too, so it's going fairly slow. Don't want to break some drill there. Now I'll just go ahead and let this video run all out until this job is complete. Roll through that 1/8" like it's butter. plugs down and out towards the edge there. A little more support under it. Will be the final hole. Across the road. There'll be one more operation. What I'll do next now, prior to setting up the next one, these inside holes here. If you remember correctly, this is upside down. It does get confusing again, rather. This hole here, I'm going to place a screw through. Put a nut on the back side of it, tighten up really well, so that way when I cut this part out, hopefully that'll one screw will hold it and keep it from moving around. I might even put another one in it. Go from there. That will be the next operation. Hey guys, this is the final operation of this Quarterscale Beretta shifter. Got 4 holes. The screws bolted down. I'm hoping the nuts are going to clear the end mill. They will be fairly close to it. I placed them on that piece of wood on that first test I did to see how close it came to the edge, and it looked like they'd be alright, but I guess we'll see. Do much damage to them. Just nick the end of the nut, maybe. It shouldn't do anything. Hopefully not. I'm all set up over here. This operation be 5 passes, total passes per part. At a depth of 0.025. IPM is set at 15. So it will run fairly quick. Here we go. Depth of material there. I set it at 0.35 depth there. program. And what I'll do is I'll just put together another same program, but I'll just put together another one, go a little bit deeper on it. I'm concerned about where that starting point is on it. Other than that, seems like it's going to work out pretty well. Yet another video. Okay, I'm going to attempt to get this last pass done. Same program, I just went in there and altered the Z-axis height. Finished cutting that out. Hopefully it'll be deep enough. I got it set at 0.50 total depth, 0.25 per pass, so it'll be 2 passes. Same feed rate, 15. Let's see if that'll do it or not. Okay, we're going. Cycle start. Let it do its thing again. Go a little deeper because that bend was not material when I was machining it again there. Alright, this is That's all she wrote. Only problem I see I might have a little bit with it is where it starts at. Been following these videos, I mentioned that in the very first video. No big deal if I have to put a little file on that to get that edge down a little bit. It is at the top of the shifter too, of course. I had wanted to start it over here on the back side of it, primarily because of that reason. Really no big deal, I guess. What I'll do is I'm going to put together one more video. On this step here. I'll pull this off of here, set them side by side, how they're going to look together. I'll give you a general idea of what they look like. Stay tuned. Hey guys, got the shifter all taken apart here and cleaned up. Temporary, just bolted together how it's going to be. There will be a 1/4 inch gap in between there. That's fairly close. Right now I just got a couple of nuts in there until I get the tubes made. Like I mentioned, I'm going to get 1/4 inch round tubing. Drill a hole all the way through it. Tap it 440 and then cut it to length. It'll be 1/4 inch wide. The shifter itself, top part of the shifter is a 1/4 inch. I'll probably wind up milling down just a hair under the 1/4, so it could slide in the housing, just as a real one does. And by making it this design here, once I start making a few more of these and get the all bugs worked out of it, how I want to change this or change that if I do. Shift pattern, and it really don't matter, I guess, because it's Quarterscale. It could be changed where your cable routes from the front or exits from the rear. In my case, it'll set in the Beretta just as it is right there. The cable will come off the back. Probably I'll run like a brake cable like you see on a bicycle for it. Mount a servo on the trunk on the Beretta. Be able to control it manually with it that way. It won't actually be engaging the gears. I doubt it. I probably could eventually rig that up where we do that, but I don't think that would be really all unnecessary. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Kind of how I want it to look, just like that. Very precise. Everything is right on the money. Obviously, it's CNC. Briefly here in this video, this is the last video on this. I will be putting together a few more videos on the shifter handle as well, machining that, getting all that installed, a few things. I'm not going to put together videos on all my jobs. This would be too many and I don't have the time. Briefly, I'll go over here. This is what the shifter looks like in my cam program. This is sheet cam. And then real quick, like, I'll go over here. This is what the shifter looks like in my CAD program that I'm doing. If you look close at it, that's how it will look when it's done. I may alter this or alter that in it. I will have my logo inscribed in the center of it. Quarterscale ProStreet Beretta, QSPSB, other words. Quickly, I want to go up here and show you just the handle. I don't remember which one that was right offhand. As you can see, I got quite a few jobs opened here. And there's the handle standalone, how it looks. this right here will actually come around in a circle here. This is two pieces. This will be a separate part. The actual grip will actually be adjustable. It will move. Obviously it mounts right there in the center. Or the shifter. Your cable mounts off to this socket here off to the side then. Kind of gives you an idea what the handle is going to look like though. I'll probably wind up cutting a groove on an angle here. I'm going to mill down this center section a little bit to run the same contour as the top of that shifter, so everything will blend in really nice there. I'll be putting together a few more videos on machining all that, troubleshooting this or that, and the design. I don't think there really be much of a problem. I do have a little bit of a high spot there where the cut started and finished. It's no big deal. It can be filed down. Probably what I'll do is when I get it all completely all done, I'll go back and I'll file everything down. I'll probably polish the whole shifter case itself, and then polish this handle. Most likely polish that handle, and leave the rest of this just a plain dull aluminum color. Don't want it to look too gaudy with all the chrome look to it. I know a lot of people are fond of that. I'm really not too fond of the chrome look myself, or the dull look rather myself, but I have in this part here dull, this handle chrome, and with the shifter itself looking like it's chrome polished, it would probably look pretty sharp together. But cross that bridge when I get to it, I suppose. That's pretty much the final video on this, guys. And get this thing all finished up here within a week or so. You can see here, this is the part that I cut out. Another thing that's good about cutting your parts out like this, if you have a digitalized probe, if you didn't have the CAD program, a digitalized probe, which I'm going to be making one of them too, you just simply bolt this down to the table, probe that hole inside the diameter with your probe of it. Obviously you wouldn't be probing the holes because the holes are in the part itself, but you digitalize with the probe on the inside of all that, and it will create your G-code. Anything's that way. You can use it from a pattern. You could buy a part, say for an example the A-arms are 5B, Baja 5B, bolt it down to your table, take a digital probe and probe all the inside, the outside diameters, whatnot, what have you. It'll create your G-code for you, and you can duplicate that identically. It's a matter of time of doing all the digital work to it. I don't think that's the right thing to do. Somebody put a lot of time and a lot of work into their design, and you want somebody to copy it without the approval, I suppose. That would make quite a bit of difference too. But that pretty much concludes this shifter video set, guys. Thanks for watching.